Hello everyone, my name is Nasi. This is Nasi Tarot, and today I am bringing you messages from Hades. So Hades has been calling to me a lot for a long time this eclipse season, and I finally decided to film this reading. And whoever watches this video, I hope that you find messages that I channel useful. Before choosing the piles, I also have been called to light this candle and pray. Simply pray. And you can pray with me. Whatever you feel needs your energy right now, needs your prayer, whatever situation, pray with me. Okay, so let's go and choose our piles now. So pile 1 is this clear quartz stone. Pile 2 is this white shell that is broken. And pile 3 is green calcite. So see which pile resonates with you the most, and I will see you in your reading. Alright, hello pile 1. If you have chosen this clear quartz stone, this is going to be your reading. Messages from Hades. So I will shuffle my cards, and also I will pull archetype cards for you, and we will see what Hades has to say to you today. Please, Hades, what do you have to say? Hades, what do you have to say to pile 1? Hades. Oh. Take those. No. Make yourself comfortable. Grab a snack or pour yourself some tea, and we will get into your energy and messages from Hades to you. Messages from Hades. I just heard that's all. It's a very clear that's all. We have Ace of Wands. I don't know if you can see. Focus. Come on, focus. Ace of Wands on the back of the deck. So your archetype card is Rebel in the upright position. Focus. Focus. Yeah. It says revolution and number 3. You could be life path free. You could be Gemini. Yeah. You could have Gemini in any of your significant placements in your natal chart. So we have here lovers, the lovers, Six of Pentacles, yeah, Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Wands. This is beautiful energy. Not everything depends on you. This is like extra card in this deck, and it came out in reverse. And Six of Cups. Upright. First of all, before I even pulled out your cards, I heard steep clear. And I also saw a broom and somebody just... I saw Snow White, I think it was Snow White. Just cleaning out the floor of the room with a broom. So get rid of access. Or not even that. More like it's time to clear out. It's time to clean. So if you have been called to tidy your room, I also heard study. Yeah, study, like, I'm not specifically getting what to study, but if you have been feeling insecure in terms of your skill or unsure in your expertise, it's a good time to check yourself, check your qualification. It's not necessarily about starting something new, at least I'm not getting that message. It's more like, yeah, check your expertise, check how good you really are in the field of your study or in the field that you feel unsure in. Also, I see in the deck there is Ten of Wands speaking through, so I will get it for you. So Ten of Wands have been also peeking, so Hades really wants you to know how far you've come, how far your unending energy, never giving up, never stopping, never stuttering. And even if you doubt yourself, I feel like you have been really excelling at something lately. You have been doing amazing things. And you're very giving with your energy to others. You are very generous, and I'm hearing a burst of fresh air. It's not even a gasp, it's a burst of energy, burst of fresh, renewed flow of energy. And Hades really just wants to say how amazingly you have been doing. Not just in the field of work, in general. And I really see a dome of light around somebody, and this dome covers it's like coming out of the top of somebody's head, and all of the people standing around this person also get covered by this dome of protection. You're very protective over your loved ones, over closest people to you, Pile 1, and you're amazing. But I really feel like what Hades wants to emphasize here is how you tend to burn out. When you're not selective with whom you're giving your energy. I really feel this I'm hearing you hold an unbeatable, an unbearable status to you. There is this weight that is your crown, Pile 1. You just being your truest self can be heavy sometimes. You being this powerful leader, taking care of others and spreading your love everywhere on all the people around you. It is your purpose, but when you're doing this excessively, it is exhausting. Can I clarify 6 of Cups? Yeah, we have 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. In reverse. And Hanged Man on the back of the deck. Hades is really asking you to give yourself space and give yourself grace. Because your energy feels very cardinal. You could be Aries. I just heard Pisces. So it could be Aries. Also I'm hearing Sagittarius. Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, those are the cardinal signs, but also those that I also said could be significant for you. But your energy feels like it's going in one direction and then in the other it's constantly moving like a flash of light. And it can be hard for you to know when you are tired, know when to stop, know when to listen to your own self, to your body, because you are just so busy embodying this huge energy. Because I feel like you have a huge energy. Like a ball of light. And Hades is asking you to Hades is asking you to sleep. That was just very clear. You need more sleep, Pile 1. And Hanged Man also speaks about being overly sacrificial, sacrificing yourself for others, or feeling like you need others to embody that grace, embody that beauty. But it's not true. There is a deep, innate pain within you, and is needing to be known. Deep desire to be accepted as you are. But nobody needs your light. No. When you are alone, channel that energy inward. Channel that energy in your inner child. Remember what things you used to excitedly watch on TV in the mornings, or remember the time period when you were a kid, or it doesn't have to be in your childhood, but I'm more so seeing that period of time when children are very self-centered at some point in time, until like maybe 6 years old, 7, when we start to socialize more and certain changes start happening in our brains. But before that time, in ideal circumstances, we are very focused on ourselves and we're deeply interested in ourselves. And we are the center of our own world. And I'm really seeing this image of you right now being like, I'm hearing a superstar, which is very sweet. But I'm really seeing you like shining light and energy in all directions so that it bounces off other people and maybe a little bit comes back to you. And if you have been feeling this burnout, or how did I say, compassion fatigue, yeah, if you hear there's a car siren, or so I'll take this as a confirmation. I'm hearing enjoy your own company. You don't get that much lately. Yeah. So yeah, back to the visual. You now could be kind of burnout, or the way you get that energy of yourself back is to bounce off other people, or just feeling some kind of happy emotions by helping others. But when you are alone, if you turn that energy inward, if you really start to enjoy your company and think about what you want to do, what you would like to, what music do you like to have on when you're alone in a room, or what shows do you really like when nobody's really is here to watch them with you. You really start to get that light in, and you start to get that back, that energy back. If you imagine yourself as a different person, as your friend, and you really start pouring into yourself just as much as you pour into others, you really become the center of the universe. You become the sun that you truly are. Even in the darkest days. Because in the deepest core of your self, there is this inner knowing that you need to be nurtured, you need to be loved, you need to be cared for. And Hades is calling you to pay attention to the thoughts that appear in your head at night. Besides anxiety, besides sad thoughts, what is coming up to the surface when you are lying in your room and nobody is here to distract you from yourself, when there is just you and nobody else. And I'm really seeing that star that you were, but you bounced light off other people. You become, I'm really seeing the sun, like when the supernova like bursts and the sun appears in the center, and all the other like rocks, all the other planets start to like spin around the sun. You really become the center. You know, don't center yourself, basically. Center yourself and don't give up your power for others to abuse. I'm hearing for others to enjoy, so it is your choice where to give energy and to whom it goes, because your energy is precious. Your energy is literally the sun. I'm really seeing the sun and like the star. I'm seeing like pinkish, greenish colors. So I really feel like your heart chakra is very active, is very developed, but you need your own love as well, just as much as you give to others. So those were all the messages. Or is there anything else, Hades? I'm hearing pump yourself up and push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I'm hearing your light will always be with you, whether you like it or not, whether you believe in yourself or not. This light will always be with you. So if you have given this light to someone, if you feel burnt out, you can always retract your own energy by calling it back to you. And I'm seeing somebody dancing in the grass, bare feet, and Hades is saying, the soil that you touch with your bare feet becomes blessed. The songs that come out of your mouth are from angels' realm. They are songs of the angels. So don't box yourself in and let yourself try and make it worthwhile, because you always do. Even on your worst days, even on your worst tries, when you feel like everything is wasted, it is not, Balwan. It is not wasted. And remember that you are a royalty. You could be a royalty in the past lives. I'm really seeing a crown around somebody's head. You could have very beautiful hair, or you could just wear a lot of hats or crowns. And I'm really seeing swirls in the water, like a little tornado in the water, and I see you shining bright. Like I'm seeing a little pearl in the water. And it does not move with the tides, it just shines bright in the water. So when you believe in yourself, when you trust yourself, when you become your own center, like when you practice grounding, when you practice cleansing rituals, when you pray from your heart and you believe your prayers are true, you will be unmovable. I'm literally seeing a mountain and it cannot be moved. You become that beautiful shining pearl in the little tornado water. And if somebody here, or if some of you are worrying about a partner or a relationship coming in, actually I'm not getting anything about that. I was just looking at the Lovers, and you're very romantic at heart, Pile 1. And you need to embrace that. You need to embrace that romanticizing life. Don't be afraid to be a child again. A little child who's excited about the rain, who's excited about a new pair of shoes. I'm really getting shoes and feet message here, so dancing in the rain and walking in the grass bare feet would really help you to ground. Yeah. So those are all the messages that I have for you, Pile 1. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that I will see you in the next video, and bye bye. Alright, hello Pile 2. If you chose this broken shell, this is going to be your reading of messages from Hades. So I have here my tarot cards. I will shuffle them, and I will also shuffle those archetype cards. And we will see what messages Hades has for you. So Hades, please, what messages do you have for Pile 2? What messages do you have for Pile 2? What messages do you have? Okay. Alright. What messages do you have for pile number 2? What messages do you have for... Oh, okay. Wait. That was very fast. On the back of the deck we have Queen of Cups. And what's speaking is Nine of Swords reversed. That card was really came through. Huh. So you have the creator, realize vision. It also has number 22 and something new as a phrase of you. So creator's goal is to realize a vision, and the fear of this archetype is mediocrity. But it's upright, so realize vision is highlighted. You also have the explorer, freedom, and the sage, knowledge. We have Knight of Pentacles. The Emperor reversed. Six of Pentacles. The Devil. And Four of Pentacles. You have an innate talent for envisioning something and then it comes to reality. You could be profound and I'm hearing profoundly knowledgeable. Oh, in the Sage card we also have number 7. So you could be life path 7. Or you could be born in the 7th month. Number 7 could be significant. But you're deeply talented and knowledgeable in anything that you do. But I feel like you're very psychic, naturally. You have the gift of prediction. But I'm not seeing that gift as in a cartoonish way or in a, ooh, I'm a wizard, I'm a magician, I can see things. I feel like you more so feel things before they happen. I'm hearing throbbing sensation in your heart chakra and also heart palpitations. It is saying that you're deeply knowledgeable and you're also are free from any destiny. You're always eager to explore what else can you create, how else can you contribute to the world, contribute to society. But not in a ordinary way. I feel like you see people deeply, you see things almost in an X-ray vision way. You could see a person and feel what kind of sickness they have, what energetic imbalance do they have in their body or in their soul. And before I even started pulling cards or sat with your pile, I felt into your pile, and I heard the waters breaking. And I also got a message that you are almost ashamed of birthing something into this world. It is like you are in the process of making something that has never been done before. And there is almost this, I'm hearing fructation. I don't know if that's a word, but almost this separation of you and your soul wanting to create something, to bring something into this world, and almost of asking for permission from other people, asking for opinion from other people, whether or not you should make this a reality. But Hades is saying that you are a unique blend of a knowledgeable sage and an explorer and a creator. All of those things combined, you are deeply unique, and there is no one else like you in this universe, pile 2. Combined with your deep intuition and compassion, you are simply a cosmic being. Don't put yourself in line with the others, whoever that is. Whoever you are comparing yourself to, you are not in line with those people, and you are not in competition with others simply because you are, I'm really saying coffee, like a deeply unique blend of coffee. And I'm also seeing like orange or citrus blended in the powder, and it is slightly brown with a golden undertone. And I really see that you don't appreciate yourself enough, or not appreciate, but you do not see how beautiful you truly are as a person. And it is not even about just the soul, because our bodies are physical manifestations of our higher selves, of our spirits into this world. So your body is also deeply unique, and you need to honor it. And about that creation that you are bringing in this world, more so Spirit is bringing through you, because you are the perfect vessel for that idea or that invention or anything. This can be anything. Bring this something into this world, pile number 2. And I don't even feel like you have a choice here, but more so, don't be afraid to show this to others. Because I'm really seeing somebody showing just one side of themselves to others, to other people. I'm hearing stand with integrity. Yeah, you need to stand with integrity. Stand on your own 2 feet, on a decision that you feel is right, on a project that you're doing, on a mission. I clearly heard mission. On a mission. And I'm hearing, because you're not here to dibble-dabble around others, not to make yourself smaller and to make others people feel more important. You're here to create. And whatever you're struggling to to make into this world, into this paradigm. It is a saying, simply just bring it. Just bring it. And let the world make up their minds themselves. And you could be the person who takes, I just saw 1, 3, 5, 7 on the timer, so confirmation that your journey is worthwhile, I'm hearing. What was I saying? I just forgot what I was saying. But I'm really seeing somebody bring something into this world, and the effort, the inner transformations they're going through for this something to come to fruition, and other people trying to push it away. And because you're so psychic, because you're so sensitive to energies, I feel like you see others maybe being triggered, and you don't want to trigger because you are very deeply empathic and you just want to bring light into this world, you just want to bring good things for other people to enjoy. But it is saying nothing is good or bad. It is simply judgments that bring us to where we are. Sometimes our own energy, our own frequency brings us to those things, those pieces of media that triggers us. It is not your job, pile number 2, to judge, to be judged and to constantly fix things for other people who are threatened by you, who feel threatened by you, because they're not. I just feel you're such a sweetheart. You literally have a Queen of Cups. You are a Queen of Cups. You're this deeply empathic, intuitive, beautiful person, and you chose the seashell, the broken seashell. Some of you could be going through a breakup, or your heart feels broken at this time. And I'm so sorry, and I'm sending you all of my love, all of my compassion, and all of my passion to you to reignite that fire that has been taken out by other people and their judgments. Yeah, and it is not your job to sugarcoat your own creations, as long as you do not hurt anyone. Physically, at least. You're doing an amazing job, and you have a lot of gifts to bring into this world. And also I'm getting a sensation or feeling with, look at all of those, what is this? 6 of Pentacles here, and all of those little blobs that are six of blobs here. And look at this Knight of Pentacles. look at how perfect this pentacle is compared to those 6. So do not feel like you have to produce more of something in order to feel validated, in order to feel appreciated. When you focus on just you and the creation process, like it is a birth of a child, because when a woman is in labor, she's not asking herself, well, maybe I should not make a birth to this child in the plane because it will be inconvenient to other people, right? No, she is just giving birth. She just focused on the process, and there is no way to stop it. It is the palpitations. You know how childbirth usually goes. It's just muscle pushing the baby out. So it is like breathing. It is natural to us. And the second we become super conscious of how we breathe in, breathe out, if you ever have gotten this, this is kind of funny to me. It becomes unnatural, it becomes more anxiety inducing. So make your creating process just you giving birth to your children, to your thoughts, to your ideas. Become their parent. And when people give birth to humans, we truly have no control over a child. We can only support a child's growth. And sure, the child has to learn the rules of the world to function in society again, but in general, when the child is birthed, when the child is born, it starts its own independent life. And sure, you provide food to this child, you provide space for them to grow and opportunities for them to experience life to the fullest, but after a certain age, you have no control over the child. And so let it be to your ideas as well. Be the same to your ideas. Yeah. And also, I was getting, when I was saying messages about the body, some of you could be facing certain health issues or dealing with chronic illness. I heard Ayurveda, and singing bowls, music. Depending on what kind of issue you have, those two things could, if not completely heal you, but help you soothe your pain and make life a little bit easier for you. About to. And know that whatever creation you are in the process of making right now, it is sacred and it needs to be respected by you, at least. Because you channel life itself through your body, through your chakras, through your mind. Messages that or ideas that come out of nowhere to you, they are straight from the source, straight from spirit, and straight from Mother Gaia as well. Because I'm really seeing the energy of the grass and the earth itself being channeled into you. So take it in patiently and wait. And wait in terms of, I feel like sometimes you could rush through your ideas, but don't be afraid to take time for your idea to fully form and bloom into something fully formed. And you will know, Paltu, when it's formed and ready to come out into the world. You will know. And the last message I got is just know how loved you are by spirits, by plants, by Earth itself. Yeah. So this was all that I have for you, Paltu. I hope that those messages were helpful at this time for you, and I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, Palfrey. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this green calcite, this is going to be a reading of messages from Hades to you. And even before I started to record your pile, I heard smoke and mirrors, and that you do not see some kind of situation clearly. And this is a situation in regards to your personal life, your personality, your inner self. But this could be a relationship of you with yourself and relationship with others, with a particular person of interest, or just someone you really care about. Yeah. So I will shuffle my tarot cards and archetype cards, and we will get messages from Hades to you. So Hades, what messages do you have to group 3? What messages do you have to group 3 at this time? Okay. What messages do you have to group 3 at this time? What messages do you have to group 3 at this time? What messages do you... Okay. No. What messages do you have to group 3 at this time? Oh! It jumped out. To take this. We have 9 of Pentacles in the back of the deck. What messages, Hades, do you have for group 3 at this time? Take this. What messages do you have for pile 3? Okay. Energetically, your pile is the most restless of all three. It is not a bad thing at all. But when I was preparing for your pile, first of all, I started to hiccup. And this is like a superstition in my culture. When somebody is hiccuping, it means that somebody is remembering them. So if you're thinking about someone, and you think that they do not think about you, that is not correct. Okay. So your archetype cards are Caregiver. If you see this, focus. Caregiver upright, with the highlighted goal of helping others, and with the fear of selfishness. So your positive trait is highlighted here, and the Magician came out sideways. And the goals of Magician is to alter reality. And the fear of Magician is unintended results. So, and there is number 1 and 0 here as well. And I feel like it is interesting that on this card there are hearts here and the Cancer sign and number 4 as well. And on the Magician card, there is a broken heart here. You see. Hope you see. Well, let me also show you the tarot so we can be on the same page. You have Ace of Cups upright. King of Wands upright. Judgment upright. Judgment. King of Cups upright. Nine of Swords upright. Six of Pentacles upright. And Nine of Wands, it came out sideways. I am being shown King, I don't remember his name, Lionheart. Richard Lionheart. It could be, this figure could be significant to you, Pile 3, in your reading. But I'm more so seeing that you have heart full of wisdom and eyes full of sorrow to the people around you. You take innate care of others, and you always, I'm hearing, put yourself first. So you could have a healthy ego that allows you not to drain yourself of energy while also taking care of yourself and others as well. You could be the head of your family, or you could be just very respected, very close to God. You walked many, many lifetimes with God showing you their face. Even if you're not religious, this only means that you went through a lot in your past lives, have taken a lot of responsibility for others in the past lives, and in this life as well. That the way that you care for others cannot be replicated. It is only you, your heart, that burns when other people are suffering. I'll take this as a confirmation if you heard the beep outside. But your emotional boundaries, how much you can bear, have been tested lately. I feel that. There is some kind of confusion and just confusion here. Hades is saying, energy that you waste on anxiety and worries and anxiety and worrying about certain outcomes, it will be wasted. The energy that you spend on being anxious, on worrying when something goes out of your control, it will be wasted. But energy that you spend or that you put in trusting the source, trusting the universe, it will not go in vain. I'm really seeing king with a golden crown and red beard, like red head, with a long beard, walking in the forest, surrounded by his people. Even if you are a woman, you really have king energy here. And we also have King of Wands and King of Cups here. So it is more conserved, masculine, powerful energy. But you have a heart of a dear mama taking care of her babies. You're very gentle and you have a loving heart. Hades is saying, if king would... No, I will screw that metaphor. It's very complicated for me to say. And in your pile, I feel a bit tongue-tied or confused in the way I'm expressing my words. Hades is saying, do not waste your energy on situations if you feel like you have to hold on to your well-being instead of giving everyone the time of day, giving everyone something of yourself. Do not feel pressed to give to people just because you are the provider of the family, just because something depends on you. Do not be so quick to give yourself away, because other people appreciate you for just being here, even if they're not so good at saying those words or expressing their love or appreciation, or especially if they take you for granted. I'm hearing, don't devalue yourself. And just because your cup is full, do not feel obligated to give your full cup to people who have empty cups. Because sometimes people, of course there are people in need here, but when you feel like you have nothing to give, don't give anything. Don't drain yourself just because somebody says that they need you right now and right here. It's a lot of structure and personal boundaries here, because I feel like you have a hard time with that sometimes. But your compassion itself speaks volumes about who you are. Just your mere presence in somebody else's life speaks volumes about who you are and who you need to be. An observer at times absent because you need your time. But it doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't make you arrogant. What's about the situation that Pile 3 feels sad about? Or confused? Hades. I'm really seeing some kind of energy springing from the dark, through the soil, through the ground. Actually two little springs of energy traveling, and they are those two strands of light. They are darker when they're in a deep zone, when they're closer to the center of Earth, but as they travel further and further, they become brighter, and then they kind of flourish upwards. And I really see above both of those strands of light, the crown appears, like in a video game. And I'm also seeing Fall Guys, the game, if you know this game. It's a big obstacle course. So I see you and the person who you have in mind, kind of running this obstacle course on different sides of the... They're like two separate gameplays that I'm seeing, two people running through the obstacle course. And I'm hearing you deserve equal, pile number 3. So if somebody gives up halfway on the obstacle course with you, they were never meant to be for you. They were never meant to be with you. There. They were just a lesson. They were just a question without an answer. And a question mark without the dot. It's kind of interesting. But if you really feel like this person is meant to be here, meant to be there with you, Hades is saying, you will be alright. It will be alright. Whoever is meant to be there with you, running through an obstacle course together, they will, I'm hearing, sacrifice certain parts of themselves in order to become that king. I'm hearing King of Swords, I'm hearing King of Light as well. Star Wars could be significant for you. Especially the first 3 movies I'm hearing. I don't know why, but it's kind of funny thinking about how Hades knows about Star Wars. What is light, what is of light always comes to light, and what is of darkness comes back to the center. Some of you struggle to believe that the outcome of a situation will be good, will be positive. And you feel like your heart is being tested, your heart is being pulled apart, squished. You just feel like it's too many battles to fight alone, and you feel very alone right now. But Hades wants you to believe that you are this king, you are this light being incarnated on earth to bring wisdom into this collective of energies, to bring power. And to have this power, you will have to stand on your own 2 feet first. Because the king can rule the kingdom without the queen, but no, not like that. The king doesn't need the queen to stand on his own 2 feet. He doesn't need he needs his people, right? But the king without his people, without the land, is still a king. It takes time to grow land, it takes time to grow food on the land, to bring this kingdom together, but the king still is a king. He's born a leader and born to be that figure. Even if his kingdom is small, and even if his kingdom is just 1 or 2 people, it's not about the amount of land that the king owns, it's about the light. It's about light that shines through. It's about the purpose, mission of this person. And just by existing in this paradigm, you are already changing it just by being there. So don't be discouraged if something physical needs more time to come into fruition in your life. Because you shine that beautiful light, you shine through any discouragement, any doubt. You're deeply creative and deeply I'm hearing lethargic, so you could be feeling under the weather lately. But you are this king, you are this figure of trust and compassion and authority and all the things that the true king is. Again, Richard Lionheart. If you feel called to read about him, I don't know about him that much, but and if you feel like your heart is tired, I'm seeing you laying in bed and watching like old-fashioned movies from the 80s or from the 90s. I'm seeing Wizard of Oz and also superhero movies, and even Star Wars is one of those movies where there is a bad guy and a good guy and the good guy wins. When you feel like you need that external encouragement of everything being alright and the good outcome happening, bring it in. Bring it in for yourself. Do not be afraid to bring this validation from the outside in the form of art and music. Really surround yourself with comforting, encouraging media. And food also. I'm seeing tea, like warm tea with milk. And cocoa and little chocolates. I'm seeing all of those things. Do not be afraid to bring all of this warmth in. And really hug yourself and hold yourself dear, because you are your biggest champion. And I'm seeing a big stadium and you standing in the stadium, and imagine those big stadiums of thousands, tens of thousands of onlookers, of people that can fit there, and all of those seats are different deities and beings and your ancestors, and they all are applauding for you and all rooting for you. Pile free. And from the darkness of the other side, Hades reaches his hand. I'm seeing like dark red palm that just reaches up. It is not okay to be so harsh on yourself. It is not okay to not give yourself a try. It is not okay to discourage yourself from doing something you feel in your heart you have to do. So do it. So be it. Foul free. You deserve the best. You deserve the world. You deserve to be nourished and loved, and even if it is just 10 minutes of silence, give it to yourself. Do not let your inner voice and your head discourage you. Do not shut the door on your heart when it needs you most. Let yourself cry, let yourself be still, let yourself do all of those weak things that people in modern society don't really like, because it stops you from moving, it stops you from going somewhere. You are already safe. You don't need to be somewhere else right now. Just be where you are, while free. You don't need to rush to the next goal when you feel tired. You really need to let yourself rest, and when you feel like you want to rest, but you feel the need to grab your phone and scroll, really avoid going into the void of technology and content when you feel like your heart needs that cup of warm soup or a cocoa, or you just really want to be softer today. Just know that whatever you do, especially if it is creative or related to any creative urge you have within, your imprint will be undeniable, unforgettable. It is already unforgettable and undeniable, just the way it is. And you will be surrounded by friends and family, or just friends, your close ones. You will always be surrounded by people who cherish you, but in the end of the day, it is about the relationship of yourself with you. It is about if you got yourself in the times of trouble, because if you don't, and you're the only one person who has you by your side at all times, then it is time to stop and finish. It is time to ask yourself why, and finish what you haven't finished before. Maybe there is something that you feel like it is not good enough, and you just dropped this idea or this project, and Hades is calling you to finish it and put it into the world. Let this be seen whatever it is. Yeah, so this is all that I have for you. File free. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. I love you, and bye-bye.